Inshallah, just for the sake of tradition, a couple of words. I know you've been waiting for a little bit, but I was actually giving private sohbet to murids that are here. If you want private sohbet, come. Then we may speak a little bit. But tradition, we may say a couple of words. We're asking support from our Shaykh to send us something, inshallah, that is going to benefit us. We cannot speak of things that our Shaykh is not sending. We cannot speak or listen about things that our Shaykh is not giving us permission. Just as you go to a doctor, the doctor is going to say, you are sick like this, take this medicine and take this medicine. Now, it is a foolish thing for you to go to another doctor and say, I want different kind of medicine. Or for you to go to the pharmacy and the pharmacy says, take whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. What do you have? I have headache. We have 2 lanes filled with headache medicine. Take whatever you want. That is not intelligent, and it is not according to tariqat. So we're asking our Shaykh, inshallah. We have a question from one of our brothers now, talking about the importance of, asking about the importance of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, the greatness of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and his importance, that it is so important that we are mentioning Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam in our prayers. And we may speak, inshallah, a couple of words about that. Ibrahim alayhi salam, how is it that it is possible for a human to be doing all those things? It is very possible. A human is designed to discover his Lord. Designed to discover his Lord. What bigger secret than that? To discover his Lord. And our grand sheikhs, Sultan-ul-Awliya, and our sheikhs teaching us what the Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying. In order to discover your Lord, you must discover yourself. There is no other secret to that. You must discover yourself. Have you finished discovering yourself? You have not. Then there is no permission for you to discover your Lord. What is the meaning of discovering yourself? The way of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, the way of Naqshbandiyat al-Aliyah, it is to discover your ego. It is to discover now the 4 enemies that you have, your ego, shaitan, dunya, and your hawa, to discover them, to discover these endless enemies and the endless worlds that is inside of you, and to take over those worlds so that you understand the role of you as a Khilafat, as a Halifa to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then that time you may ride that burak to discover. That burak is your ego. You haven't even discovered your burak, but you want to find out about these things. You will fall very badly. Those who want to listen, they listen. So now, we only want things that benefit us, the knowledge that is going to benefit us. This is marifat in these days. A lot of people don't know what is the knowledge that doesn't benefit them and what is the knowledge that benefits them. We may speak, inshallah, with Shaykh and his permission, about Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam a little bit. He was able to do so many things because he was Khalilullah. He was a friend of Allah. And his mission in life is to make his beloved's will and divine plan to continue in this world. not his own, not his ideas, not his wants, not his families, not his thinking. In fact, all of that was put to the test. All of that he had to sacrifice. All of that. His thinking, his idea, his family, all of that has to be sacrificed. Khalilullah. He is the father of the prophets. That from his line, not only like some people, they say, oh, you see, we should not be enemies because we are even mentioning the Bani Israel in our prayers. They say, yes, but not only Bani Israel, by mentioning the children of Ibrahim alayhi salam and his progeny. It is also mentioning Hazrat Ismail, is not only Hazrat Ishaq, correct? Because now, which one is more blessed in the sight of Allah? One has 70,000 prophets from his son, Hazrat Ishaq. One has only one prophet. Hazrat Ismail was a prophet, and Holy Prophet ﷺ, well, one or two, Shu'aib ﷺ, and these other ones, but the biggest one is coming from that. So now don't only think that we're mentioning also those ones, and by proxy, anyone who is together in that belief too, until Judgment Day. So now, he is Khalilullah, he is a friend of Allah. And it is especially important now how he lived his life for the people of the Akhir Zaman. If you want to, not for you to rise to high stations, but for you to just maintain your faith. Ibrahim alayhi salam did not do what he did to achieve high stations. He did just to maintain his faith. Because yes, you come to that station where it's not about going to high stations, it's about just continuing where you are so that you don't lose your faith. He was asked to sacrifice his son, not because I sacrifice my son, I can move to higher stations. And it doesn't become easier, it becomes harder. Khalilullah. What? A lesson for us, for this ummah, especially in the Akhir Zaman. Why is a lesson for his ummah? Because the rest, they don't take him. They don't take those things as a life lesson. They study him, they know everything more perhaps than we do, but they don't take that tradition. They don't. They don't take that tradition. They love that tradition. His own children and grandchildren from one side left all that tradition. We are the only ones, for example, wearing the shalwar, which is a tradition of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. The biggest tradition of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam is what? The Hajj. Who makes the Hajj? Not them, only us. Continuously. Over 1,400 years. Continuously. So it is for us to take lesson, especially in this Akhir Zaman. What we're going to do with our faith, what it means now to sacrifice, what it means now to be a friend to Allah. He is Khalilullah. Then from one side, the pride of his progeny is Habibullah, the beloved of Allah, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, that you see now, his sacrifice and his continuance of what Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam had established centuries earlier, he took. The rest they have dropped, he took. And he united everything together. Not only the two lineages, but he united the whole world to come together, because now from Khalilullah, Ibrahim alayhi salam, to Habibullah, now Habibullah alayhi salatu wassalam, the mission was now this teaching that came from thousands of years. This teaching is now complete, and now you have to tell this whole world completely. Now they are able to carry everything. And look at the life of Habibullah. It is, if you look at it, you study it step by step, you see it is mirroring also Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, but it is a much higher degree and much wider and much deeper than that. So it is a mercy now because his nation, it is also receiving the blessings of the earlier nations. And because this nation, meaning now not only the Jews and the Arabs, but the Muslims, meaning this whole world, we are the product of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam's prayer that he prayed for his grandchildren and those who believe until Judgment Day. Because he prayed for us, we remember him also. The order is given to us. Understand? And so, whatever he is doing, we are still continuing. Alhamdulillah. The Prophet ﷺ came to clear up all those confusion that has happened. Because the Quran is saying he's not a Christian, he's not a Jew. He's not. Now, Holy Prophet is coming saying the Arab is not higher than the Ajam, and the Ajam is not higher than the Arab except for taqwa. Faith, high faith, let's say. So he's taking that and making it to become more complete. So we are still following his teachings, and we are the only ones who are still following anywhere in the world now, even if we are not there in the plains of Arafat, even if we're not there stoning the shaitan, even if we're not there making tawaf around the Kaaba, we are still commemorating and repeating what had happened before, making it alive and taking that animal to sacrifice it. Never forget, the animal that was sent to Ibrahim alayhi salam was in substitution for Hazrat Ismail, his beloved son. It's a substitution, meaning he's supposed to sacrifice his most beloved one. So now, the lesson for us in the Akhir Zaman, especially for this ummah, is that that sacrifice is the sacrifice of our most beloved thing. What is the most beloved to a man? Himself. What is himself? His ego. Now that teaching, nobody understood until the Holy Prophet came to open it up and to reveal the secrets of it. May Allah forgive us, inshallah. May Allah always make us to be under the protection of the Holy Ones, not to leave us to our ego, even for a blink of an eye. May Allah keep us in safety, and may Allah forgive us and make us to become those ones who are always in shukr of His favors, and make us to be remembering always our own sense of weakness and our dirtiness. May Allah forgive me and bless you and raise the station of our Shaykh. Al-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.